Hey guys, this is a video long overdue. I was gonna get this done like right before New Year's, and then literally like a plethora of things happened. For one thing, it was Christmas time. I was busy. We went back to school, essays, research papers, park testing, all sorts of stuff just hit me all at once. And I never got the chance to finally do this friggin' video. This is my top 70 movies that I watched in 2018. Now, before we start, some movies I did not get the chance to see. Just gonna name some off the top of my head: Black Klansman, Green Book, The Favorite, and these were on my list. Welcome to Marwin, Rampage, Assassination Nation, Sorry to Bother You, um, let's see, what else, friggin', oh my god, what's it called, Smallfoot, or no, did I get to see Smallfoot? I honestly forget, um, no, it was Early Man I didn't get to see, I think, or it might be on here. I think Early Man is the one I didn't get to see. Yeah, Early Man, that's the one. Okay, so yeah, this is top 70 movies I watched in 2018, ranked worst to best. This is my opinion, guys, okay? So you guys might have a different opinion. You guys might think, well, actually, no. Let's face it, I'm just gonna say number 70. Everybody's gonna have that in the bottom of the list. Okay, let's dive in. So yeah, number 70 is Show Dogs. Cause I really, really hate this movie. Basically, a bunch of talking dogs are in a show. I honestly couldn't care that much to even memorize the plot. It was so damn long ago when I saw that movie with my cousins. Not in theaters, but I watched it with them. And it was the honestly biggest piece of dog shit ever. And I honestly can't even believe that they would put that in the theater. Did they put that in the theater? I think they did put that in the theater. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. But yeah, they put that in the theater. 69 is Red Sparrow because honestly, I couldn't even make it through half the movie. It's basically um basically they're the spies there this organization. They're being trained for like sexual combat. So like there's raping scenes and yeah, no, I'm not down for that. I'm a 15-year-old kid that loves Star Wars, Marvel, and movies. And nerd stuff. I'm not down for no raping stuff. I'm not down women being raped, even if it is, I know, fictional. It's just all acted out, but still, come on now. Um, Number 68 is Sherlock Gnomes. Go watch my review or my reaction for that, and you will learn exactly why it's at this spot. I don't even want to talk about it. I never want to watch it again. Um, and I hope I never have to watch it again. If I have to watch it again, God be with me. 67 is Freaky Friday. I also did a live reaction to this, and my mind, how just so weird this movie was. Because there's a song about how parents will never be there for you and will die. It's it's such a weird movie. It's honestly probably my least favorite out of all of the Disney Channel movies. Actually, no. Actually, yes, this is my least favorite. I was about to say Kim Possible from this year, 2019, was really bad. But Freaky Friday is a whole other different kind of bad. I hate this movie so much that whenever I see copies of it in Walmart, I literally take all of the DVDs. It's no lie. I take all of the DVDs and I throw them all in the bargain bins because that's where they belong. Number 66 is 50 Shades Freed. I really, really cannot stand the 50 Shades of Grey franchise. It is honestly one of the most ridiculous and just unneeded I don't even know, franchises or just movie series in the entire world, honestly. Who asked for it? And who asked for a third movie nonetheless? I really don't have to say much more about this one. 65 is Megalodon. This was a sci-fi channel movie. It just really did not live up to the hype for me because I love the Meg. And I thought it was gonna be at some rate an equivalent to the Meg because it's called it's called Megalodon. But no, it was just very lame, and I found myself like almost trying to keep my eyes open with freaking clothespins by the end of this movie. Actually, no, I did. Okay, I did get to see Sorry to Bother You, apparently. I really can't remember, guys, because, like, this is last year. I think I watched Sorry to Bother You in, like, October. So, yeah. Sorry to Bother You was an interesting movie. It just wasn't that interesting, in my opinion. Um, it's pretty fun. It's got some good elements to it, but at the end of the day, it's not a movie for me to enjoy really at my age. Um, so number 63 is The First Purge. This is one of the most continuity errored movies I think I've ever seen. The just the sheer amount of wasted potential with this. They could have made this probably the biggest Purge movie, but they decided to go pretty small scale and make part of it just like people rioting over it. And there's like this crazy guy that you think's gonna be the main villain, and then he gets killed like immediately in the final act. Like I'm talking like immediately he gets killed. Immediately. Like when the final battle ensues and they're in that apartment, right? And the government's coming in there, and there's the group and the crazy guy. He gets killed immediately. That was just wasted potential for me. And the actors put their all in it. They for the most part they show genuine fear, but this is just not a good entry in the Purge franchise. And number 62 is Life of the Party. As if Melissa McCarthy didn't have enough fails in 2018 with the Happy Time Murders, which I sort of enjoyed and sort of didn't enjoy. That's probably going to be the next Uck That Movie review, being totally honest with you guys. Because those are coming back. Those are not gone. Yeah, this was just really an out of nowhere idea. And just such a weird pick for Melissa McCarthy to do this because she did have one good winner, this year. It was the, man, oh, can you ever give me, I think it's called? Basically she's playing as this woman that, really doesn't have that much enjoyment out of life, and then she starts basically writing and selling her own writings of other authors, papers and stuff, and that was actually really cool. Um, from the trailers, but I never actually got around to seeing the movie um, because I had, like so many to freaking watch. But I heard that it was a good movie, so at least she had one win that year. So yeah, on to 61, The Strangers, Pray at Night. There is so much wrong with this movie. It does not live up to the first Strangers at all. It has so many errors in it. I honestly, off the top of my head, I can't name many of them. Probably, sorry. Probably because, it's been like months and months since I've seen that, but I just remember it being just so filled with errors and just so many plot holes for the first movie that weren't cleaned up. Oh my gosh, man. That's just a really bad entry in the Strangers um franchise, I guess, or series. 60 is Slender Man. I I don't think I have to say much more. Slender Man is the epitome of bad video game, or just bad like myth creature in general movies. It's not creepy. It's not fun to watch. It's not enjoyable to watch. The story is bland. The jump scares are hardly even like really that scary at all. It just really fell flat in my opinion. 59 is Peter Rabbit. I'm not that much into these movies anymore, these type of movies. I mean, I have a soft spot for a lot of other different animation, Gravity Falls, SpongeBob, Rick and Morty, obviously, Bob's Burgers. But I'm really not that into the live action movies anymore. Um, or those live action animated movies anymore. That are taken from like books or video games and stuff. I'm down for the Disney ones like Lion King and Aladdin and Jungle Book. Don't even get me started on Dumbo. Because I absolutely despise that. Um, but yeah, in terms of other ones though, like we've already learned Sonic looks awful. Even though they're gonna redesign his character, Dora looks decent, but it's still bad looking. Um, Yogi, Woody Woodpecker, all that. Had our lesson? I guess not. 58 is Nightmare Shark, another sci-fi movie. There's a few of these on here. Um, Nightmare Shark it had an interesting premise, but then when it actually got to the true story of it, it just sort of kind of fell flat. It was dragging. Um, I found myself far more interested in some of the other shark movies that were premiering on Sci-Fi than this one, so it just kind of fell flat for me, and that's why it's pretty low on the list. 57 is Terminal. Margot Robbie, Simon Pegg seems like a good time, right? Yeah, not so much. It was a decent mystery story, but not in terms of like drama. There's really nothing like super dramatic about this film because it keeps leading you, building you up to the ending, and the ending's really not even that fantastic. I love Margot Robbie, I love Simon Pegg, but Terminal just really fell flat for me. All right, so at number 56 is Hotel Transylvania 3. I My review for this is on the channel. This was just, even talking about it, wow, it's making me cringe right now. This movie is really bad. The first two are so good, and then when they announced the third one, I was like, oh, yeah, that's really cool. And then when I watched it, it was like, yeah, I would have been better off with just two. Honestly, they should have just kept it at two. Really, there's no reason to branch this off to three. Some franchises work with three movies or more. How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek, friggin' Fast and Furious, Back to the Future, Men in Black, Terminator. Yeah, I'm not gonna say Predator because Predator. Wait, was there a Predator 3? No, there wasn't a Predator 3. It was. Actually, no. Actually, yes, it did work for Predator. Because majority of the Predator movies are really good. 2 is okay. Alien vs. Predator, those two movies are meh. And I love the other Predator, the newer one. But yeah, Hotel Transylvania 3 falls flat for me. 55 is A Wrinkle in Time. I despise this movie. It's so freaking confusing. It might have just, I think part of my disengagement in the movies because like I absolutely had no idea what the F was happening. Um, there's a book on it apparently. Did not read that, so I had no idea what the source material was really going in, but man, I if this is if what happens in the movie is like almost identical to what happens in the book is never gonna be read by me because that I think like the hour or almost 2 hour running time of this movie is equivalent to just like sitting on the wall and banging your head on the wall for almost 2 hours. If you bang your head on the wall for 2 hours, you have the mind equivalent fit enough to watch A Wrinkle in Time. Because your mind's already so messed up, you're not going to understand what the hell's happening anyway. Number 54 is The Nun. The Conjuring series continues, and it's not that scary. There's like one scary moment in the entire thing, a few jump scares that were okay. Um, I do like the Conjuring movies, but in terms of all of them, I think The Nun is probably one of the weakest ones so far. It was okay. It's not bad. It's not the worst one, but it is certainly a weak one. 53 is Illumination's The Grinch. My God. I have never went into a movie with higher hopes that it was going to be like super good. It was going to look better than the trailers portrayed it to be. It was going to be better than I thought it would be. And then you watch it and no, it doesn't work for me. The Grinch was not angry enough. Man, he was just not angry enough at all. 52 is First Man. The story of one of the astronauts. I honestly don't freaking know because it came out months ago. I probably should have done a rewatch of all these movies, but I don't have time on my hands really during the school year, especially the end, to watch, 70 different movies and about maybe 20% of those 70 movies being not even worth watching unless you want to, have brain damage. Looking at you, show dogs. But yeah. 51 is Robin Hood. And by the way, First Man was a great film. It just wasn't, it didn't live up to the hype for me. 51 was Robin Hood. I actually kind of enjoyed Robin Hood. It was better than people thought it was going to be. It's better than what I thought it was going to be. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, just not as much as some of the other movies on this list. 50 is Skyscraper. Yeah, there was some pretty big issues with this for some people. But honestly, I looking back on it, because I just did watch this actually. This one I actually did watch the other day again, for maybe the second or third time. And I actually realized that I really do enjoy it. It still stayed here on this part of the list because there's movies that are far more deserving of the other spots than this one. But it is still a fun watch. Would I request it? Hell yes. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson scaling a tower, trying to get to his family, doing what's right in order to get his family to safety. And I think it's worth checking out. So, go check it out, guys. It's definitely worth watching.